Not long ago, many Americans counted on pensions to sustain them through their golden years. Then, along came the 401k, which changed everything. So where did it come from? Kelefa Sanneh goes straight to the surprising source.
If you've recently been spending lots of time thinking about your retirement account, you can probably thank this unassuming 83-year-old.
I've heard you described as the father of the 401k. Is that true? Or are you requesting a paternity test?
Actually, that label was given to me by Money Magazine.
You were working in this office park when the idea came to you.
That's correct.
A little idea that changed the country.
It could have been anywhere.
Meet Ted Benna. He created the first 401k plan in 1981.
And you didn't get to name it, right? You would have probably chosen something catchier.
401 is a section of the IRS code that covers all retirement plans. And you go paragraph A, B, C. What happened was in 1978, they added paragraph K.
So like all the best stories, this one starts with a revision to the tax code.
Exactly.
Back then, as co-owner of a small insurance company outside Philadelphia, Benna noticed an obscure provision in the code that allowed corporations to contribute tax-free to workers' retirement accounts.
You're imagining that it's going to supplement the pension, and instead it turns out to kind of replace the pension.
That's been the result. It's not a good thing that companies have abandoned pension plans, but that was going to happen, frankly, whether there's 401k or not.
Benna says the 401k was attractive to employers who wanted to get out of the pension business. But for employees, there was a learning curve.
Generation X was like the guinea pigs, and they're kind of the first generation that is in this world where all of a sudden you've got to figure out your own retirement. You've got to take an active role.
Yeah, it's scary. I'd say the major reason it's scary is just educationally. They weren't given financial courses.
I mean, it seems like one difference between a 401k and a traditional pension is that the traditional pension is automatic. The 401k, it requires a little bit of knowledge and attention, and the employee has to really kind of take ownership of that a little bit.
Yeah, it's changed to some degree, fortunately. And the reason why it's changed is there's been legislation enacted now that if you have a plan, employees are auto-enrolled. And I help support that legislation. And also your contributions are going to be automatically increased.
They've kind of idiot-proofed the 401k.
Well, that's recent. So that's certainly going to help going forward.
A 401k can be idiot-proof, but it can't be market-proof, as the recent financial chaos has demonstrated.
What most people want when they think about retirement is stability, predictability. And that's not generally what the stock market provides.
No, it's absolutely a problem. In the bond market either. The bond market is oversold as being more stable.
A lot of people are really nervous about the performance of their 401ks. How's yours doing?
I don't have any in a 401k.
You no longer have a 401k.
I rolled it, rolled it into an IRA.
44 years after inventing the 401k, Ted Benna is still planning for the future.
As someone who helped a generation save for retirement, how did you think about your own retirement?
Well, at 83, I'm not retired yet, so.
Am I wrong to see this as you conspicuously failing to practice what you preach?
Yeah, probably.